Okay, guys, gonna go to Ask Scruff, and it's quite a good question because it's about mindset and things, and I like these. It's for Stephen. Little salute to you. I was going through some of your stuff a few years ago and see that I passed the prop challenges using a river system. Yes, I've passed many a prop challenge over the years. Given that swings has lower probability, not quite, I'll touch on that. What is the extra thing and the process to help you stay out of those lower probability setups? I'm thinking it's the bias and conditions. How was my brain working? Okay. Now, a swing trade is not necessarily a low probability trade. What it is, it's a low probability target. Now, if you're looking to hold a trade for 2 to 3 days, few weeks, you have to kind of hold the RR scenario because your stops are slightly wider because of the higher time frames. And if you're wrong, you need to have some petrol in the tank to pay that off. But then if you go through the modules, you'll see there's a thing called the river hybrid. Now that's what I used on the prop. Didn't use the river in the traditional sense. What I did was I used the river to have high probability setups because they're based on high time frames and it's two-stage trigger. It's based on a direction of trend and then momentum forcing that direction to continue. So the probability of success in the short term is very high. The downside of it is because I only look at sort of the daily charts down into a 4 hour at a push, and even that is a push. It's the daily charts I keep an eye on. The signals are few and in between. So what I did was I took a whole of market approach to it. So I looked at all of the majors to see what was going on, and at least one of them within every couple of days would give me a decent signal that I could work with. Okay, so that was my first critique to it. I did use a bit of golden eye on it as well, but the whole idea was to kind of try and complement my day working. So the idea was, well, I know I've got a high probability setup, but if it goes wrong, I've got a problem. So what I do is I use the swing trade setup to get into the market, but then I manage it as a day trade. And then that way, it means I've got a high probability trigger and a day trade target. And it meant I was switching the trades on and off each day, but looking at different types of market as I was going. And if I saw something that was going well, which I did, and the account size was getting a bit bigger, I was also running trades as well. And what that meant was I would open up 2 positions at the same time. One would hit the target. As soon as it hit the target, I would pull the break even point with the stop, so I can't lose any money, and then see if the other one would run and give me that extra money. And that's how I did it. It's all about trade management rather than just the entry. But when it comes to probabilities with swing, the actual entry point is normally high probability. It's the target that is the issue, especially when you have a wider than average stop. You've got to be able to manage these things. And when I am swing trading, I don't do a lot of it at the moment, just due to market conditions and the fact I don't need to. I use the hybrid more than I use just traditional swing. Hope that helps. Catch you soon.